Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Star Citizen version 1.0.1, which is the latest update that's just come out. And this patch is mainly about like bug fixes and balancing. Basically, there's pretty much no content that's been added. So let's just kind of quickly run through what we've got, and there'll be a full link to the patch notes in the video description, so I would recommend checking that out because that's obviously going to be much greater detail than what I'm going to go into here. But so a lot of what's going on with this patch is about missile balancing. So missiles now have fuel, which presumably is so that they can't fly forever and ever and ever. I'm guessing that's probably what that's for, because I'd imagine now that they have fuel, they can also run out of fuel. And they're also showing up on the radar. So basically, when a missile is fired, it now appears on the radar. It also has some HUD icons that kind of show where the missile is. And I think it shows when other people's missiles are locked onto another target as well, which is kind of interesting. I'll actually go into multiplayer a little bit later, and we'll see all that in action. What else have we got? The Avenger has had a few changes made to it. So I believe that its center of mass has been changed, and its maneuvering thrusters have also been changed. Now, because of the way the patch notes are written, I don't actually know what the change is. It doesn't say if maneuvering thruster power has been increased or decreased or anything like that. It just says that it's been changed. So I can't actually say what that is. I have already flown it. I've already tried recording this video once before, and the game crashed, and I lost the whole thing. But yeah, so It definitely does feel different to fly. It's probably a bit smoother. I've noticed it's sliding around a lot more with comm stab turned off, so that's interesting. The cutlass has also had a change as well. Now I think that's a rotation, like the maneuvering thruster rotation or something like that. So yeah, I can't demonstrate that or anything because I don't own the cutlass. And back to the missiles and everything. So the countermeasures. This is a real basic kind of way of saying it, but basically countermeasures are better and you get more of them. Effectively, so that's for chaff as well as flares. And missiles, the way they track their targets has apparently been decreased a little bit or nerfed slightly, so they basically can't track a target as well as they used to. There's also been like a bug fix that I saw listed, which is that missiles will now explode properly when they hit a flare. So I guess they weren't doing that previously. What else? Missile damage has actually been increased slightly, but because shields have also been buffed, or apparently, the missile damage is actually a lot less than it used to be, at least when you're hitting a shielded target. I guess when the shields are down, that damage will probably be noticeable. But yeah, so from what I've already experienced flying around, the missiles are nowhere near as effective as they used to be. You're not going to get spammed with missiles just as soon as you jump into Arena Commander. And speaking of jumping into Arena Commander, let's actually do that. So I'm just going to go into a battle royale, or a free-for-all battle, and we'll actually see how this goes. But my previous experience is that the missiles are nowhere near as tough as they were previously, and we'll fly the Avenger so we can see how it feels flying around. But yeah, so it's not Missile Commander anymore, basically. It seems to have gone back to the way it was a few patches ago, where missiles, they're useful, but they're definitely not the only thing that you're going to be using. Like, you'll need to be able to fly around and shoot. You know, you're not just going to lock onto a guy and pop up some missiles at him.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Begin scan.
Okay, so we are in. And judging by that score up the top, the enemy, although, never mind that actually. I was going to say the enemy team is doing a lot better, but then I remembered this is free-for-all. That 3-minute loading screen that I got seems to have scrambled my brains, I think. But let's fly in towards this. So the Avenger, in terms of flying around, it does seem to be a lot smoother to our control, which is nice. It's good. So like I said previously, it does seem to slide around a lot more. So if I go that way, it does keep drifting around a bit. You can't really see that right at the moment, but you'll probably notice it later. So let's lock a missile onto this guy. You can see that locked really quickly. So I'll fire that off at him. We'll see if he avoids it or not. Nope, that hit him. It did very little damage though. And, you know, previously that probably would have killed him, basically. So the missiles definitely not as dangerous as they used to be. And of course using the guns on the Avenger, especially against Hornets or whatever, not the best idea. I'm really kind of hoping for a better weapons loadout for the Avenger. Oh, I'm getting shot. My front shields are down. That's what happens when you fly in straight at people, and then he gave him a missile to the face, I believe. Nicely done by him. But yeah, one other thing about the Avenger is the Tiger Streak cannon is now the only weapon that you can put in the nose, for the time being at least. That's actually something that's in the patch notes. You can't put any other weapons in the nose slot of the Avenger at the moment. So if you did have other weapons that you used in there, you won't actually be able to do that right now. I have no doubt that that will change again in the future, but for the time being that's what we've got. So where are these guys? Where's the next closest one? Actually, maybe this guy up here. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I'll lock 2 missiles on him and we'll see if they do anything. He's popped a flare for at least 1. It looks like he avoided both of those. And it's interesting, I've noticed I keep losing my target lock. I'm not sure if that's actually a result of the countermeasures or something. I've read that it may be. And I'm actually flying backwards now because of that drifting effect. Let's go underneath him and then back up. No, he slowed down way more than I thought he would. So he's using the sucker punches. I'm not quite sure why. And you might be able to see the maneuvering thrusters on the Avenger are actually green at the moment, which is a bug. It's a bit of an odd one. But let's actually put another 2 missiles into him. And that was a kill. I have a feeling that's more because it was 2 missiles and I took his shields down a little bit. But and you can see that little red triangle flying around. That's actually somebody's missile. So the missiles do show up on the interface now. But yeah, the missiles, they're definitely nowhere near as deadly as they were in 1.0. So let's go at this guy, I guess. Why not? If I can actually hit him. I've actually got track IR turned off at the moment and I'm really reading it. Oh god, I can't see a thing. That sun glow. But yeah, I've got track IR turned off at the moment and I kind of wish that I'd had it on. I'm getting some hits on this guy but not doing much to him. Got a missile coming in. Apparently I got the evasion before it had even missed. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if I've got missiles coming in or no, that alert's actually for something different. I think I was just firing at debris there. See, it's weird, my target does keep changing, and I'm not sure why. It's a little bit odd how I keep losing my targets, because I'm not pressing the targeting button, it's just going away basically. Ooh, that was close. Oh, missiles. Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't think I countermeasured them, but they definitely didn't kill me. So I'm still flying around. I'm flying around at a very low frame rate, but I'm still flying around. I don't quite know what I'm doing. And I think, has the game just crashed? No, we're still going. Okay. So I have taken damage. I actually don't have my main weapon anymore. I've got the sucker punches. I've got no missiles. I'm basically completely useless right now. Let's see if I can just sucker punch this guy a little bit. Not that they'll actually do much of anything. Old mate and his Aurora over here. I probably should just eject and so I can get some weapons. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Once you've lost that main weapon, it does kind of suck. Okay, let's respawn. So it's going to take probably a few days, I would say, to really get an understanding of just how much this patch has changed things. At least in terms of multiplayer. I haven't actually tried Vandal Swarm yet, or any of the single player stuff, but it's going to be interesting to see how this change is received. I know a lot of people didn't like the missile commander sort of thing that was happening, and I definitely didn't like it. As I try not to run into any of this stuff here. This guy's in a Mustang. See, I mean, I personally didn't like the way it was with missiles just being one-hit kills and almost impossible to avoid. At the same time, it was obvious that that wasn't how it was supposed to work, so hopefully these changes keep bringing it closer to how it's supposed to be, basically. And let's see what a couple of missiles does to old mate in his Mustang, or if he can avoid them. You can actually see them flying around there. They didn't hit him. I don't know if that's because they ran out of fuel or if they just or if he avoided them, like chaffed them or something. No idea. I'm not trying too hard to actually shoot this guy, by the way, in case you're wondering. Especially given that he's actually getting away. Oh, he's just flowing into a into that. Oh, fuck me. That's not what I meant to do at all. Yeah, that maneuvering didn't quite work there at all, and I've kind of blacked out. You saw that I actually got a missile evaded message there as well. I'm not quite sure how that happened. I didn't use a countermeasure or anything like that. It just kind of happened. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Let's fly through here. And I can't see anything because of the glare off the cockpit canopy. Hopefully that's something that gets changed sooner or later. The lead for the Tiger Streak, I don't remember it being as long as it is, like the lead indicator. Oh, and is that a crash? No, that's just another massive lag spike. Interesting. Didn't used to get as many of those. Oh, that was a big hit. I think he's dead. Okay, so let's go after this guy here in his Hornet. Given that he's in a Hornet, I likely won't be able to do anything to him, and I can't see anything again. So now we've got an Avenger targeted. Oh, that's not good. Stuck in a stupid turn fight here. Let's see what that does. A couple of missiles. I don't think they even hit him. And I lost that target. I don't know why he got untargeted, but he did. Oops, don't want to collide with him. This is the derpiest fight you've ever seen. Let's just sit in front of each other. Sure, why not? Well, I'm out of missiles, otherwise I'd try using them again. Oh, this has gotten all... Oh god, that's not very good. I'm blacked out again. I'm still trying to fly around, but I don't know if anything's actually happening. No, I think I basically just stopped. How am I still alive? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, God, I think I kind of managed to pull up out of that collision, but not really. Oh. This is the world's stupidest Avenger fight, I think. Yeah, finally, I'm dead. That took long enough. Well, I'm not particularly taking this too seriously at the moment, as you might be able to tell. That's interesting. Okay, we've got about a minute left in this battle, so let's see if we can try out these missiles one more time. I just got to find somebody to shoot at. There's a few over there. Oh, what was that sound? How far away is this guy? Was there somebody over here? If there was, he got untargeted. Okay, this guy. And another big lag spike. I don't know why that keeps happening. Let's go in at this guy. Lock onto him with a couple of missiles. Fire those off. He flared straight away. Oh god. I have no idea what just happened. Right. He did fire missiles at me then. I popped my countermeasures, but I've got no idea what happened. Once the and I can't target him either. But there he is. But once the shield splash effect starts happening, I don't know what that sound is. Once that kind of shield splash effect starts happening, it's really difficult to see anything at all. I don't know what those weird noises were either. It's all a bit strange. He took me out pretty easily there. Alright, well, finally it's done. I didn't even come last, which I find rather difficult to believe. But, well, there we go. That's what multiplayer is like at the moment. That was a bit odd, all in all. So let's see if I can quit out of this and go back to the main menu. Well, we're not at the main menu, but this is the loading screen. You might notice it's kind of the same loading screen that it was previously, but it's also been updated a little bit. It looks a little bit cleaner. It's a bit nicer, I think. It's also got, I think, that loading game thing at the bottom is new. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a decent loading screen. I think I prefer it to what it was previously as well. But anyway, well, it's a pretty interesting patch, this one. I'm not quite sure how the balancing is all going to play out. Obviously, they're not finished balancing, not by any means. So there's still a long way to go, I think. It's a bit interesting at the moment. Like I said already, I think it's going to take a few days to actually see how this all kind of plays out with the way it is at the moment. Obviously, we've had what, a month or something almost. I can't actually remember when 1.0 came out, but we've had a while with missiles being extremely overpowered, basically. So it's going to take, I suppose, a bit of adjustment going back to how it was previously. I mean, personally for me, I basically didn't play multiplayer at all while those missiles were the way they were. So, as I think that was pretty obvious given by my performance in that battle. But yeah, it's pretty interesting in general. I think it's probably a step in the right direction, and we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out, I think. But yeah, so that is update 1.0.1. As I said, a link to the patch notes is in the video description, so definitely take a look at that, because there's a large number of bug fixes and changes and all that sort of thing, far more than I just covered briefly. But yeah, so I think I'll end this one here. So until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.